Okay, so we're out here in the Pokemon Center. We need to go ahead and find Brendan on Route 103 because that's what Professor Birch told us to do. And this is actually where the second episode is going to start, just because I've split the episode into half and what have you. I mean, if it isn't, then I'm going to look like a right pleb, but, I mean, you know, hopefully I edit as well and what have you. Okay, so it's this one, and that one that live on Route 103. Huh? Hey, Gibbs. Oh, so you finally got a Pokemon for my dad? Then how about we have a little battle, since we're here and all? I'm going to teach you what being a trainer is all about. I mean, hopefully this gets uploaded today, so Christmas Day, and if it doesn't, it'll definitely be up on Boxing Day. Just because when me and the Mighty Sideburns were recording together in one episode of GTA, I think he said, he definitely mentioned that we were going to have a Christmas special for you guys. Unfortunately, we haven't recorded anything on GTA or another game, just because we really haven't got that many games where we can co-op something together. And he's actually told me that he'd rather provide you guys great co-op content by me or some of our other friends than just doing something himself. Because he wasn't actually going to plan to record something, I think, last night. I don't know whether he got around to doing it or not. But if he did, then he should have an episode of something up around today, later for you guys. And if he doesn't, then I'm sorry, but, you know, I can't control what he uploads and doesn't upload. Ha! You're not too shabby, Gibbs. I mean, I'm actually surprised the Trigger didn't use Absorb. I mean, we got Water Gun at level 5, so why doesn't he have Absorb? Unless just because she's supposed to win that battle, I don't know. It was a good battle, thanks. Here, let me heal up both our parties real quick. I mean, okay, I guess so. I think I know why my dad had his eye on you now. Look, you just got your Pokemon, right? And you already have that strong of a bond. I get the feeling that you could befriend any Pokemon, Gibbs. No doubt. Well, I got some good data here, so I guess it's time I got back to the lab. You should head back too, Gibbs. I mean, however you say it, data, status, whatever it is. I'm not really all that fussed, but, you know, it's whatever. Well, Brendan, now what do you want? I'm heading back to my dad's lab first. Come on, Gibbs. That was completely the wrong voice for him then. I was just speaking in my normal voice, but it's whatever. Oh, Gibbs, over here. I don't know whether that was Birch or Brendan or something. I don't know. Oh, hi there. How you doing? So I hear you beat Brendan in your first try. Amazing. Brendan's been helping with my research for a long time, so he has a pretty long history as a trainer already. I think that settles it. Gibbs, I ordered this Pokédex for my research, but I think you should take it. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that, I really do. That Pokédex is a high-tech tool that automatically makes a record of any Pokemon you meet or catch. My boy Brendan takes it with him everywhere he goes. Whenever he catches a rare Pokemon and records its data in the Pokédex, why, he comes to seek me out wherever I am in the field and show me the Pokemon and people you will meet, and the great expanse of nature that lies before you. Experience them both while you fill in your Pokédex. I'd love it if your world seemed wider than ever. Though I'd love it even more if you came back from time to time to show me what progress you've made. I'm getting the itch to go out and do some field work again. I mean, you're gonna get chased by Poochyeno, Zigzagoonius, whatever. Huh, so you got a Pokédex too, Gibbs? Well then, here, have some Pokeballs on me. You can use them to catch wild Pokemon. Thanks, man. If you catch your Pokemon in the wild and battle together with it for a while, it will grow stronger for you. Take that as a bit of advice from a more experienced trainer like me. Wow. Someone's flexing, aren't they? I'm getting ready to head out from Little Route soon myself. It's like, I don't know. It gets me really pumped up, right? We both got to give it our We've both got to give it our all out there. Okay. I was just looking at it and the sentences look weird. I mean, I don't have dyslexia or anything. I mean, I am autistic, but, you know, I just looked at that and I was just thinking to myself, what the hell? Wait, isn't this where our mum comes out and gets us or something? I don't know. She normally appears there at the door. But here she is. Gibbs, wait. I mean, at least I think it's our mum. Yeah, it is. Gibbs, do you introduce yourself to Professor Birch? Oh, what an adorable Pokemon. You got it from the Professor? How nice. You are your father's child, alright? You look good together with a Pokemon. To think that you have your very own Pokemon now. Your father will be overjoyed. But don't push yourself too hard. If anything happens, you can always come home, honey. Thanks, Mom. I appreciate that. What was that all about? I don't know. I have no idea. But okay, so we've got to go ahead and get our sneak encounter, I believe. Who's this? Brendan. This is from my dad. He said he forgot to give it to you before. The DexNav has been added to your Pokénav Plus. The app I just added to Pokénav Plus is called the DexNav. It can tell you lots about the Pokemon living in each area and that kind of stuff. It's a handy app to have if you're trying to catch lots of different Pokemon. Guess this time I use the DexNav to do a little more catching myself. I'm gonna head that way and see what I find. Gibbs, you should use the Pokeballs I gave you earlier to do a bit of catching too. I mean, I know how to play the game. I've played it for a good, solid 10 years. I mean, I don't consider myself to be a Pokemon master, because I don't know how to control EVs and IVs and what have you. I just leave that to the people who trade me those Pokemon, and it's like, yay, I got a Pokemon with stuff. But I don't know what the hell I was going with there, but we did just one-shot that Zigzagoon with a critical hit. And honestly, I might just capture the sneak encounter Poochyena, just because I want to see like what egg move it has, whether it has Fire Fang, Thunder Fang, Ice Fang. And honestly, it's not going to stick around in our team for very long, because I think the first Pokemon that we have to capture is on Route 104. I think that's right, I don't know. Hey Gibbs, over here. See that? Right there, there's a tail sticking out. There's a Pokemon hiding there. And if you look here, if you check your DexNav, score! It looks like that Pokemon knows a pretty rare move too. Gibbs, try getting closer, real nice and slow. And that's just telling us how to do it. You're almost there. Slowly, slowly. Remember, you press lightly on the circle pad to sneak. Oh god, I haven't done this in a while. Alright, we got it. So let's see what sort of, let's hopefully try and capture it. I'm thinking if I use Tackle, it won't kill it. I mean, we are 3 levels above it, but, you know, we should be okay. I think we should be okay. I just want to see what sort of egg move it has. I mean, I'm not going to use it in our party, I just want to see what egg move it has. Okay, it has Fire Fang. I'm good with that. It doesn't have Thunder Fang. It could have, whether or not it had Ice Fang, I mean, that really doesn't bother me, but you know, I just want to see how what the Pokeball animation looks like, because, you know, there's been a lot of updated features ever since X and Y came out, because I feel like X and Y was the first, like, it was introduced a hell of a lot earlier, and it was like, kind of like a text, and then they remade this, and then this is proper 6th generation stuff. So we have, Poochyena, of course, in the Pokedex. Just excuse me 1 second, guys. Alright, you guys, we're back. Sorry about that small interruption there. But anyway, we have Poochyena now. We've captured it, and I'm not really gonna give this Poochyena a nickname. I just want to see like I mean, it's part of the gameplay and what have you. I just want to see like what nature it was and stuff, and what egg move it had. It is, of course, is that a relaxed nature? Oh, it's a naughty nature. I don't know what relaxed is, but either way, it ups attack and lowers special defense, which is actually, I mean, Poochyena is of course a physical attacker, but I wouldn't really know what to call it. I mean, Mygiena's special defense isn't all that great, but I don't want to say like you have competitive naughty Mygienas or something. I don't know. But we are going to stick our little Poochyena in the PC, because whether or not we use it as a HM slave or something, I don't know. We actually have no idea, but you know, it has Fire Fang and Howl, which is actually really nice. So we may use that later on in the Let's Play if we need to have a HM slave or something. But we are actually going to end off this episode once we get to Petalburg City, just because I know we've got to battle some trainers here. Look at all the Wingles flying past. God damn it, I hate Wingles so much. Okay. if you have Pokemon with you, then you're official Pokemon trainer. You can't say no to my challenge. No, I can't, because if you glare at me in the eyes, of course you can't. And look at this battle background. Look at the like the part where they shows you like the trainer class and everything. That's so awesome. I love it like so much. I'm just gonna take a quick drink here, guys. I also got myself a drink of water. While we got that while we had that little break, I guess you could say. But okay, so I don't actually know how long this episode is going to be, just because I want to battle all the trainers on this route. But I don't also, while I do that, I don't want to get myself too over leveled. That's the thing. So what I may do is I'm going to try and skip all these trainers if I can, just so I can like get some experience for my next Pokemon to add to my party. I mean, I am going to do like grinding and stuff like that off screen, just because, you know, it's not a Nuzlocke, so you guys don't actually have to physically see me grind the Pokemon up. So, and of course this is not a Nuzlocke, as most of my content has been so far. This is a standard playthrough, meaning I can catch as many Pokemon as I want, when I want, when I can use them and what have you. And if a Pokemon faints, it's not considered dead, I can just easily heal it back up again. So it's kind of nice to have no restrictions playing this game, and you won't get to hear me swear a lot, because normally when a Pokemon dies in a Nuzlocke, I do like to swear. So, let that be a lesson to you if you ever see a future series of a Nuzlocke for me coming up, and what have you. But I do have my next couple of projects planned out. I just want to make sure that, you know, we've got everything running up and what have you, because I want to also introduce, like, our split playing again, because when I first started YouTube, I had two playthroughs or Pokemon projects that was going on at the same time. You know, Pokemon Y with a Type Lock, and I also had the Pokemon Diamond Nuzlocke. So and that will go up on alternate days. For example, Wonder What Club go up on Monday, Diamond Tuesday, Y Wednesday, Diamond Thursday, Y Friday. And I want to kind of introduce that again, but also again, I don't want to stack myself with too much uploading, and then because of course, when I do go back to college in January, I don't want to give myself too much work on YouTube where I have to record stuff, and then that's gonna put me behind on college work and what have you. But for now, college doesn't even exist. We're playing Alpha Sapphire. College? What is college? I'm actually surprised that none of these people are in college. I mean, they do. Some trainers do talk about being in school and what have you. What school? I never got any grades. Ooh, that animation was powerful though. I like that animation. When the berry disappears, I like that so much. But okay, I feel like this episode. Oh, you don't want a battle? Alright then. Oh, but of course you are, Brendan. Hey, there you are. How's it going, Gibbs? Hope you've been using your dex nav and perfecting your sneaking skills. Oh, and you do know about your dex nav's detector mode, right? It'll react to any Pokemon in the area, so it's pretty handy to use. Huh? Whoa, check him out, Gibbs. Oh, look at the butterfly. Not butterfly. They're beautiful. They're beautiful. Interesting. It's like, I don't know. Seeing them like that kind of makes me feel warm, you know? Alright then, we're nearly there. Petalburg, here we come. Norman is a gym leader in this city, right? And your dad, of course, Gibbs. I'm thinking maybe I should challenge him once I train on my Pokemon a bit more. Guess I'll be off then. Alright, but we're not actually going to be done with this episode yet, you guys, just because we do, of course, have to sort out Wally and Norman. And then we're going to go and see if we can go about capturing our next Pokemon, and, of course, training them up. I mean, I'm only going to train them up to, like, level 6 or something, just because, you know, I don't want the party to be too powerful once we go into the first gym anyway. Okay, so we do need to go and head up north here to where Norman is. But what voice are we going to give Norman? I feel like he's going to have, like, that sort of intimidating voice. Not bad, it was good battle. But thank you, sir. Come back and challenge me again sometime. I'll be looking forward to seeing you and your Pokemon again once you're a bit stronger. Yes, sir, thank you, sir. I'm going to do some special training with my Pokemon, then I'm going to challenge this gym again. Thank you for the battle, Mr. Norman. Why, if it isn't Gibbs, so you finished moving in? I see. Well, I guess we shouldn't stand out here talking. Do you want to come in for a bit? We can talk in the gym. I mean, sure, man. I mean, it's cold outside. It's winter. God damn it. You know, I sure was surprised that you managed to get here by yourself. Ah, I see. You're making a good start on your team. Then I guess you're going to become a trainer like me, Gibbs. Now that's something to look forward to. Wally. What voice are we going to give Wally? Well, I know what voice I can give him. Excuse me. I'd like to get a Pokemon, please. Aren't you? You're Wally, right? Yes, I'm supposed to go stay with my relatives in the vending turf town for a while. But I thought I might be lonely by myself, so I wanted to bring a Pokemon with me. But I've never caught a Pokemon by myself. I'm not sure if I can. I see. Gibbs, you heard all that, right? You go with Wally and make sure that he safely catches a Pokemon. Wally, here, I'll lend you one of my Pokemon. She give Wally one of your Pokemon, but you won't give... Man! That's annoying. My dad won't even give me a Pokemon. Oh, what? Your Pokemon, sir? I'll give you a Pokeball too, so go give it your best. Thank you, Mr. Norman. Gibbs, you'll come with me, right? I mean, if I have to, I guess I will. But they made Wally character so goddamn cute in this. I mean, just look at him. Gibbs, Pokemon hide in tall grass like this, don't they? But please stay here to watch, see if I can catch one properly. Whoa! Wally just got jumped by a Ralts. I mean, in Ruby and Sapphire, Zigzagoon can crit the Ralts and then the Ralts would die, but then Wally would just throw the Pokeball at nothing, but he still had the Ralts on his team. I mean, that actually happened to me once, throughout the whole, when I was playing Ruby and Sapphire. I don't actually know if they can if they did that again. I mean, they wouldn't do, because I guess they can learn from their mistakes, but either way. Yes, Wally, you are supposed to throw the Pokeball. We've all seen this before, you guys. We don't really need to watch this again, do we? Either way, if you're new to Pokemon and you're just watching this for the first time, then I guess you do. I guess you do need the tutorial. I did it. It's my own Pokemon. Thanks so much, Gibbs. Let's head back to the gym. Oh, the music though. So did it go well? Yes, it did. Thank you. Let me give you my backpack, your Pokemon, sir. And you, Gibbs. Thank you so much for coming with me. It was all thanks to you two that I was able to catch Ralts, my very own Ralts. I will always treasure it. Oh, I know. It's not much of a thank you, but Gibbs, will you let me see your Pokemon plush for a second? Okay, there and there. We got the play nav. I read in the book how you can use the play nav to take care of your Pokemon and train them, and there's supposed to be this thing called the PSS, where you can meet up with Pokemon and where you can meet up with other trainers and battle friends and more. I've wanted to have my own Pokemon for so long and do all those kind of things together. So I've had these kind of apps installed on my Pokemon Plus for ages. Embarrassing, huh? I'm gonna try my best to get with Ralts. You do your best to Gibbs. Oh, but my mom's waiting for me. I've got to get going. I hope we meet again, Gibbs. And you too, Mr. Norman. It's kind of like that what's his name of South Park where he stutters a lot? I don't know, I don't watch South Park. That boy will be worth keeping an eye on. He'll have a Mega Gallade. Spoilers. But for now, Gibbs, if you want to become strong as a trainer, listen to my advice. First head for Rustboro City, which lies beyond this town. There you challenge the gym leader, Roxanne. After her, go on to the other Pokemon gyms and defeat their leaders as well. Collect badges from them, understand? Of course, I'm a gym leader too. I'm sure we'll battle one day, but that will only be after you've become stronger, Gibbs. I mean, Norman, Dad, am I too much for you to handle? Am I too powerful for you? I mean, I'm gonna be stronger than you. I'm gonna beat you, Dad. I'm gonna beat you. And you'll know it. But okay, so we do actually need to go ahead and capture our next Pokemon. I'm hoping that we can just use the Dex Nav really quickly. Oh, but what's this? Oh, you kinda gone. Okay then. I'm hoping for a Tailo. That's what I really want in my party next, a Tailo. I'm hoping this isn't a Wingull. If this is a Wingull, I'm running and I'm ending off the episode here. I think that was a Wingull. Is it a Wingull? It's a Wingull. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode of our Pokemon Alpha Sapphire. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed episode number 1 as well. If you did, make sure you smash the hell out of that like button down below. Really? Really? We couldn't get away from a Wingull. That's disappointing if you ask me. But either way, you guys, if you have enjoyed today's episodes of Pokemon Alpha Sapphire, make sure you smash the hell out of that like button down below for us. And as always, make sure you subscribe to Ultratech as well for all the latest Ultratech content. And make sure you comment with your feedback on what you think the playthrough is going to be like without any restrictions of some sort. But either way, I hope you guys also like the new intro as well for Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Whether or not that will remain, I don't think it will be, just because like it's our Alpha Sapphire playthrough, you know. We're not going to have it for the next project, which isn't going to be Alpha Sapphire. But either way, I hope you guys like the intro specifically for this game. And off screen, before the next episode anyway, I'm going to go ahead and capture our next partner, which will be a Tailo. And then hopefully we'll have a good nature moveset and everything for it. But without further ado, hope you guys have enjoyed the first episodes of our new Let's Play. And once again, I am sorry for the wait, but you know, it's better late to play the game than never. Am I right? Am I right? But either way, thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are amazing. I've been Gib The Great. This is me, signing off.